Big developments at FC Barcelona. The club is now pushing hard to finalize an agreement for a new second-choice goalkeeper, signaling key changes in the squad depth. But that's not all. A major European giant has officially made a move for none other than Barça captain Marc-André Ter Stegen. Could the German shot-stopper actually leave Camp Nou? Let's break it all down. Barcelona are expected to sign Joan Garcia next week, and he will not be the only goalkeeper whose future is defined in the near future. Soon, it is hoped that a deal for the club's number 2 will also be closed. Significant efforts for the goalkeeper position have been planned for multiple weeks. Barcelona's idea is to make Joan Garcia their new number 1 upon his arrival from Espanyol, and it is expected that his backup will not be Marc-André Ter Stegen, but rather Wojciech Szczesny. Barcelona ready to finalize terms with Wojciech Szczesny. Szczesny impressed after stepping into the team from January onwards last season, and Barcelona officials have made it clear that they want him to continue. The player himself also wants to stay, and as per Sport, efforts will move forward on a new contract. Barcelona will offer Szczesny a 1+1 contract. He would be tied down for next season, and there will be an option for him to remain at the club for an additional 12 months. Talks have been ongoing in recent weeks, and soon, terms are expected to be agreed upon before his current deal expires at the end of the month. Efforts with Szczesny have been ongoing in parallel with the drama regarding Ter Stegen. Despite being club captain, it is expected that he will drop to third in the goalkeeper pecking order at Barcelona. And because of this, there is a desire for him to be sold, although he has made it clear that he intends to remain in Catalonia next season. But with the 2026 World Cup taking place next summer, Ter Stegen needs to play regularly in order to guarantee himself as Germany's number 1 goalkeeper. And Barcelona are hoping that this leads to him deciding to find a new club during the transfer window, which opens in July. A major European club has launched a move to try and sign Barcelona captain and goalkeeper Marc-André Ter Stegen. Barcelona are hoping to sell several players this summer, and one that could be on the chopping block is Marc-André Ter Stegen. Despite being the club's captain, he is set to be relegated to third-choice goalkeeper for the 2025-26 season, with expected new signing Joan Garcia and Marc-André Ter Stegen ahead of him in the pecking order. Ter Stegen has already addressed speculation regarding his Barcelona future, making it clear in no uncertain terms that he intends to remain in Catalonia for at least one more season. But clubs are prepared to test his resolve, knowing that he is unlikely to play much in the lead-up to next summer's Club World Cup. Galatasaray launch inquiry for Marc-André Ter Stegen. Galatasaray are one of the clubs that has kept tabs on Ter Stegen's situation, and according to Sport, they have now spoken to Barcelona in regards to the conditions for a possible summer deal. Galatasaray are on the lookout for a new starting goalkeeper due to the imminent departure of Fernando Muslera, and they have spoken to Barcelona to discover whether they intend to seek a mutual contract termination with Ter Stegen, whom they want to pick up without paying a transfer fee. Barcelona could consider this route in order to save Ter Stegen's salary for the final 3 years of his contract, but according to reports, the player himself has no intention of considering this as an option, with his desire to remain at the La Liga champions. Ter Stegen is not priority option for Galatasaray. It is also noted that Ter Stegen is not Galatasaray's first-choice target for the goalkeeper position, with that being Chelsea's George Petrovic. As such, it could be difficult for the 33-year-old to move to Turkey this summer, which would not be good news for those within Barcelona that want him to be moved on. A top European club has officially approached Barcelona with interest in signing their captain and star goalkeeper, Marc-André Ter Stegen. PSG have a big call to make, and clubs like Inter Milan and Manchester United are paying close attention. Is Gianluigi Donnarumma still their long-term solution in goal? The Italian shot-stopper is under contract through 2026, and interest from top European sides is growing. Since arriving from AC Milan in 2021, Donnarumma has delivered in key moments, particularly in penalty shootouts and clutch saves. Still, his time in Paris hasn't been perfect. That costly mistake against Real Madrid in the 2022 Champions League continues to cast doubt on his ability to handle high-pressure moments. Now, with PSG finally winning the Champions League, the focus shifts to locking things down for the future. Donnarumma's recent form has reaffirmed his place as the club's number 1, but with the clock ticking on his deal, other clubs are circling, ready to make a move if PSG hesitate. Does PSG Newcastle United target want to leave Barcelona? If Donnarumma and PSG can't agree on a contract extension, the club may be forced to find a long-term replacement and consider selling him this summer to avoid losing him for free. As for who could come in, Bild reported that if Marc-André Ter Stegen ends up leaving Barcelona, Possible destinations include PSG, AC Milan, Manchester City, Juventus and Newcastle United. Nonetheless, Fischages reported on Friday that Ter Stegen leaving Barcelona isn't part of his plans. The report claims, citing sources, that the German international is pointing the finger at Deco and Hansi Flick as the main architects of the plan to oust him. The goalkeeper has declined to make any public statements, but internally his stance is firm. He believes a campaign is being orchestrated to force his exit through the back door, just when he has recovered physically and is ready to compete for the starting position again. Moreover, the selection of Joan Garcia as the new starting goalkeeper and the possible arrival of Szczesny as the second-choice goalkeeper have further confirmed his suspicions. So while Barcelona are working behind the scenes to secure a reliable backup goalkeeper, the potential exit of Marc-André Ter Stegen would shake the foundation of the team. With big European clubs circling, nothing is guaranteed. Will Barca resist the pressure, or are we entering a new goalkeeping era at Camp Nou? Stay tuned, drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe for all the latest updates from the world of Barcelona. Major twist in Barcelona's transfer window. A new signing has been accidentally confirmed by the player's own sponsor, before the club has made anything official. Meanwhile, a talented La Liga winger has just sent a clear message to Barcelona, showing his desire to join, but Fabrizio Romano reveals the deal isn't that simple. Let's break down all the drama, secrets, and behind-the-scenes action. After a long run-up to the moment for close to a month, Barcelona delivered the final blow to Espanyol by triggering the release clause of Joan Garcia, their arch-rival star player of last season. The player's agents deposited the sum of €25 million with inflation adjustment to the league offices, thus officially terminating his contract with Espanyol and leaving him free to join the club of his choice immediately. However, both clubs have not made any announcement of the deal yet, with the confirmation expected to arrive next week. The unofficial announcement. As relayed by Sport in a recent update, however, there has been an unofficial confirmation of Garcia's move to Barcelona, not from either of the clubs involved in the deal or the player himself. Renat Europa, the company whose gloves the goalkeeper dons, put out a social media post congratulating him for the move. While they did not explicitly name the club, they called it one of the best in the world. Joan Garcia, congratulations friend. What a pride to have spent this journey with you until you reached one of the best teams in the world, they wrote. On top of that, they made another post on X where they gave away the transfer, mentioning Barca in a hashtag. The player already has an agreement in place with Barcelona for 6 seasons and will thus sign as the Blaugrana's first-choice goalkeeper under Hansi Flick. He was, after all, the best goalkeeper in La Liga last season and will be a massive upgrade for Barcelona, who have suffered in the position in recent years. What remains to be seen now is the fate of the 3 remaining goalkeepers at the club. While Iñaki Peña looks close to an exit, Marc-André Ter Stegen may well choose to do the same after losing his spot. Wojciech Szczesny, meanwhile, is rumored to be signing in a renewal and appears set to continue as the backup to Garcia. A top La Liga winger has made it clear that he wants to join Barcelona, showing strong interest in a potential move. However, according to Fabrizio Romano, the situation is still complicated, with several challenges standing in the way of a final agreement. Over the course of the past 12 hours or so, there has been a massive paradigm shift as far as Barcelona's pursuit of Nico Williams is concerned. After the botched move last summer, it was thought that Barcelona are not going after the Spanish international this time around. However, Deco's meeting with Nico's agent recently has sparked speculation over the move being back on the table. Nico Williams has reportedly sent a strong message to Barcelona, showing his excitement and clear desire to be part of Hansi Flick's new project. The athletic club winger is eager to make the move, but negotiations remain ongoing. Transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has now weighed in on the matter, confirming reports of Barcelona making a move for Nico. As per the journalist, Nico has already given a clear and concise message to Barcelona that he is ready to join the club this summer. This comes on the back of an in-person meeting between Deco and Nico's agent, though Romano adds that this may not necessarily mean the deal will be complete in no time. Barcelona to face several roadblocks. In fact, Fabrizio Romano has highlighted several problems Barcelona may face in their bid to sign Nico Williams this summer. For one, the deal still remains financially complex for Barcelona, as Nico has a €58 million release clause embedded in his contract. A high salary and commission could also serve as roadblocks, even though the player is reportedly willing to join the club on a €12 million salary package. Moreover, Barcelona are set to face stiff competition from European rivals such as Arsenal and Bayern Munich, both of whom have significant financial firepower. Even Athletic Club, for their part, are ready to make things difficult for Barcelona by offering the winger a new contract. Keeping these factors in mind, it will be interesting to see whether or not Barcelona can turn things around and secure the signing of the Spanish international. So, while Barca's latest signing may already be in the spotlight thanks to his sponsor, fans are still waiting for the official reveal. And as for the winger pushing for a move, the message is loud and clear, but negotiations will be key. One thing's for sure, Barcelona's transfer window is heating up fast. Stay tuned, hit that like button, and subscribe for all the latest updates from Camp Nou.